So now we've added artists. We've added track there. So what do we do with the tracks, right? Let's just pretend we have uploaded, you know, our entire album up. We've uploaded, 3 or 4 tracks, 5 tracks, 10 tracks, 12 tracks, whatever it is, right? Now we want to create a release container, which is I like what to call it. A release container basically takes all of the tracks and gets it ready to push to, push to the DSPs. So a release container could be an album, it could be a single, and it could be a compilation. Just basically a bunch of tracks. The unique part about our system is that you can upload all your tracks and you'll always have them in your catalog. And then if you ever wanted to do a compilation on one of your catalog songs, you create a release container and then just drag in all the tracks that you want to create, and the compilation out of. So we're gonna go ahead and go into releases now. And I have some releases that have been finalized already. You're going to understand what these concepts are in a minute. But what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to hit new release. And then we're going to call this Hot Out the Boombox. It's a new album. Hot the Boombox. Hot Out the Boombox. It's going to be an album. I'm going to create an album for it. I'm going to set a release date for this for, let's just say, March 1st. Pre-order date is going to come out to... let's set it for today, right? Then we're going to want to select the genre, which is, rap, hip hop. We got all the genres in there that we can submit for. Content type, it's an explicit. It's got bad words in it. And you can leave the catalog ID and the UPC EIN pretty much empty because we're going to assign those to you once we get everything back. You're going to want to save the release, and it's going to give you this release container ready to go. So mainly what you're going to do here is you're going to add a main artist, because even with release containers, even though the track already has the artist, it doesn't know which of all the tracks and all the artists and all your features and everything that you're going to do. It doesn't know what is the actual main artist. And usually an album has, let's say MC Random put out an album, but MC Random likes to collaborate with 10 artists on each one of his albums. So we need to explicitly put which artists we want for this release container to have, what it's going to go out of. So it's an MC Random album. We're going to select MC Random. And right now we're using Born a Law as MC Random. So we're going to choose Born a Law. He's now going to be the main artist on this particular track. And then we want to start adding tracks to it, right? So we're going to hit add a track. And then you're going to get a list of all the tracks that are already in here, right? What we're going to do is, this is kind of like, a alpha version of the actual album itself, of the app itself, I'm sorry. So I'm going to add search functionality in here so that you can kind of like, search for your tracks, the ones that you have. I see every single track because I'm an admin on the app, and it's basically something that I wanted to make sure that I had access to everything that was being uploaded. But let's just say, we're going to add Treachery to this album. And we want to also add Kamikaze, which is by Vince One. We want to add Tonight, and all these are just sample tracks. You saw how tracks are added earlier. These are basically sample tracks, so that we have an idea of what's happening, right? What's going up, and we can keep just adding tracks that way. Booming in the West, Devil Can't Stop Me. So the reason it says unknown artist is because I deleted a lot of artists before I launched the app. I have to add all those back, and then in the actual tracks themselves, you're going to need to add them back too. But this little thing right here, if you wanted to rearrange the tracks, you can drag it and let it go and it'll rearrange Treachery. I want Devil Can't Stop Me to be #1 track, and now it's #1 track. I just dragged it over there. I want to remove a track. I can hit this little X button, and I want to take out Kamikaze because that doesn't go on this album, and I want to take Boomin' in the West out because it doesn't go on this album. Or I just made a mistake and I added the wrong album, right? Or if you want to see the actual details of the track, you can click this little button, and it'll take you to the track details where you can edit it if you have edit permissions for that particular track, which usually you will because you will only see your own tracks. You can go back. This is it right here. You're basically ready to, you want to upload some artwork to it. So we're going to look for the artwork on this one. It's going to be the same one, Hot Out the Boombox. It's going to upload the artwork here. And then you're pretty much ready to go, right? I mean, you can edit the release still, but you're pretty much ready to go.